beautiful Monday, and boy do we have a show for thou.
Oh, so bold. Do you know what this means? This guest is coming today. Do you know who it is?
I think we're really making a really intense PSA.
We named that tune. But we're not really gonna sing because you've seen how well that works out for us.
Ooh, that's harsh.
Get 30 seconds on the clock here. Go.
Da 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 dee.
Lion King.
Da 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 da.
Skip.
Da 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 da. Yep. Da 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 da. Da da da.
Whole New World Aladdin. Yeah. Okay.
Da 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 da.
What's that story?
Yeah.
3. That was 30 seconds.
And go.
Do 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 do.
You're fast.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Blame it.
Yes. Do 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 do.
Footloose.
Yes. Do 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 do.
I was stronger. Finding Neverland. 10-second Just Off Broadway dance break.
We have a really great guest coming in today that we're both super pumped about because he's awesome.
You might recognize him from the land of Lola in these sexy Kinky Boots, or
Insanely talented.
1/3 of the incomparable singing group Apollo Link. If you haven't guessed it by now, it is the one and only
JAKE ODMARK.
and he'll be sitting right here in probably a second.
1, 2.
Hey!
Hi guys.
He's here!
Good magic. Excited that you're here. There's so many
Thank you.
incredible things to talk with you.
I hope so. I hope it's not. I hope it's incredible.
If I was you, I'd just wake up every day and be like, look at all these things I've done.
I wake up every day and think of all the things I have to do.
Let's talk Kinky
Boots.
Boots.
Start Kinky Boots.
Those
Boots are made for dancing and almost falling every night.
How was that? Learning to...
You know, I thought it would be really hard to learn how to walk, but it was more just painful. And I've been in the show for almost 1.5 years, and it's still painful every single night. I don't know how women do it. Like, mad respect, yo, because those things, man. Whew. And then the Angels, you know, those guys wear the entire show. They wear heels like that. I remember when I first put them on. First of all, we went to T.O. Day, who makes the shoes, and they took like probably 20 to 30 measurements per foot.
Wow.
They were measuring like between toes and like from the toe to the middle of your foot and the middle of your foot to your all this stuff. I mean, it was crazy. And then I got the boot and I put it on and I was like, ooh, I think it's too small.
got to work with Billy Porter, right?
Yep, I still work with him. He's still there. He took a couple leaves, but he's a rock, man. For all the people that get injured or sick or have other projects, Billy is like there and doing it. I mean, he's had his other projects as well. Obviously, he's really busy. He's our energy. He's everything, and that's why I think the show is still so good, because we all feed off of, you know, he really does lead us and just controls everything. People, you can tell people are in the seats to see him. You can feel that energy before the show.
Can we talk about Spider-Man too?
We sure can.
I just feel like that's a show that people talk about so much and everyone's heard so much about. What was it really like?
What have you heard? Not kidding. Spider-Man was awesome. It was my Broadway debut, and it taught me everything about the industry, you know, because it was such a interesting process. You know, there's so much about it. There's so much press. Good stuff, bad stuff. It's an $80 million show, so I've never been in a show with that much stuff around it. I've never been in a show with that many people in the cast. It was like 50 people. I've never been in a show where we flew. I had to fly. You know, I've never been in all that stuff. We were kind of like the tabloid of Broadway, you know, for a long time. It definitely was a really, really tight-knit community that that I don't know if I'll ever have again because of all the drama that went on with it. Brought the cast right together. We kind of bonded over that, and we're like, you know, the show is what it is, and we're proud to do this every night. We're proud to do stuff that's never been done on Broadway and probably will never be done again.
What was the flight like? Scary at first? We're just like, let's do it!
There's like 5 different flights that I had to do as Peter Parker. So one of them is over the audience, and that one's the fun one because you just kind of like hang on and try and look like Spider-Man. The other ones are pretty frightening because there's the one of them where it's a song and you have to sing while it's like when you first get your Spidey powers, and so he wakes up in his bed and then he's jumping off the walls while singing the song, and then he jumps upside down, his feet are on the ceiling, and he's singing like the second verse, which is like really high, and then as you're holding a note, it spins you again, you know. So it was like being on a roller coaster but having to perform while on a roller coaster.
And you met some really good friends.
Yes, I did.
At Spider-Man, and you guys have now officially become what we all know as Apollo Link.
That's exactly right.
And what's gonna happen? Do you have an idea? Are you like, we're gonna release an album in 2 years and it's gonna win Grammys? Like what? Like is that?
Yeah,
where you're at?
I'll go with that.
Perfect. You heard it here first.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We don't really know. It started with a YouTube video, and then it became like appearances in New York, and then it became like we have shows booked in all throughout the next year. It's really, really cool that we can actually, like, we're a thing now. We're like a group now. We're not just 3 guys that put up videos on YouTube.
I think it's great that you just like get to do what you love. You know,
I know.
and it's not like that's a gift in itself,
by
right?
far
You know?
the best part of it is because I've always been like a huge music geek, and I would arrange music mostly just for the fun of it, or I'd do it for like high school groups and different, or you know, college groups, and then I would never sing my own arrangements. And then I met these 2 guys, and to be able to arrange for them and sing my own stuff is like, you know, giving away an arrangement is like giving away your baby. Now I have 2 guys that not only want to sing my arrangements, but do it so perfectly. Years in their musicianship is unrivaled, and then I get to sing with them, you know. And I always give myself the easy parts because they're such good singers, you know. It's just pure joy for me to be able to do that.
But was arranging something that's always come easy to you?
My parents are instrumentalists.
Yeah.
My dad's a French horn player. My mom's a clarinetist, band teacher. Sister's a band teacher. I went to school for trumpet. About a year into it, I was like, you know, I want to stay a music major, but I don't want to play anymore. So I became a voice major, which got me into theater and also made me learn about choral music. And I fell in love with it. That was definitely like it. I had to join the choir for the first time, and I was obsessed with it. And I, you know, learned all the theory classes, and I was like, this is definitely it.
You have seen a ton of success. What would be the kid that's just finished high school or just finished college and they have these dreams of pursuing something, they're terrified, they're going to move to a big city. What would you say to them to help them navigate through what it's like to be an artist, chase a dream in a crazy place like New York?
I would say it's a hard lesson that I learned the hard way, but you need to care about yourself and no one else. And a lot of people get too caught up in other people's careers. They see a friend or they see someone that they are inspired by, and they get like, why can't I have that? For a long time, I would go to auditions, and if I wouldn't get the part, I would look who did, and you know, and put all this like hate or jealousy or envy towards them. But it's really just about you. If I put all that energy into just honing my craft or getting, you know, focusing on what I wanted, I felt like I would eventually be successful. My brother actually was the one that kind of like inspired that in me. You just gotta like worry about you. If you don't get a part, it's because it's something that wasn't exactly right with you. You know, it's stuff that you can't control, but it's about you. I think that you should always, you know, value what gifts that you have. It took me 2 years to have any job in New York, let alone a Broadway show, and I did everything from coat check to waiting tables to I bartended at Memphis. And that was the time in my life when I would look at friends or colleagues and be like, how come they have that, you know, and I don't? And that was why nothing was happening. It was because I was harboring that. As soon as I was able to release that, everything started turning in the right direction. And yeah, when I got to Spider-Man, it was definitely I worked hard and I did the things to put myself in a position to deserve this, and I soaked it in. I still do every night. You know, I think that everyone deserves success if you put yourself in a position to get it. You should be happy for everyone's success. And so, you know, there's so many people that are not about other people's success, but you should be, because it's not your failure if someone else is succeeding.
Right.
I love playing games.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really competitive though.
Yankee Doodle?
Wow, tie. That was
Jeopardy.
wow, good one.
What? No, dang it, you're right, dang
What's
it.
the name of the song?
Colors of the Wind. Hey Jude.
Nice. Okay.
Define gravity!
Wow, you guys are really close to this. Okay. And
Thriller?
wow.
Oh!
When do you wish upon a star?
Nice.
Chandelier.
Nice.
Cabaret.
Right. Stay firm.
Gloria Estefan. Conga.
Rude?
Oh my.
Yep.
I'll be.
Nice. Okay.
I just can't wait to be king.
No.
Oh wait, no.
I want you back. That was
We are family. No? Dang it.
California girl.
Wow. Okay.
Hold on.
Ooh, got it.
Don't give me flash.
Oh, you're good. You're right. Things that make you go.
Yeah, what's it called? Oh god.
We both got
Uptown Funk.
There it is.
Uptown Funk. I won.
We're just trying to make up for the Tonys last.
That's true. You
Episode.
did beat me. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Yeah, this is
Thank you.
awesome.
Follow Apollo Link.
There.
There.
Right there. It's so sweet. Follow. You check it out. I like it. So now if I do this, you have to put little links in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Just Off Broadway. Plug. Follow it here. I'm obsessed with doing that.
I need a minute. Now I'm sweating.
Dark Avenue. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Mariah, I didn't know you were coming today. Today on Just Off Broadway, hits the fan.
Should we tag Jurassic World?
Yes.
Oh.
We need help.
Paint me, Jack, like one of your French girls.